Lisa M. Harrell. The President of Governor State University, Dr. Cheryl Green. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Beth Cada. I would now ask the Department of Occupational Therapy faculty to enter. And right behind them is your class of 2020. On behalf of the platform guests, faculty, and staff, I would like to welcome you to the class of 2020 Master of Occupational Therapy pinning ceremony. The pinning is a very special tradition that began with honoring the first group of GSU students that completed the Master of Occupational Therapy program in 1998. Each year, this gathering gives us the opportunity to join with family and friends to recognize the efforts of the students and to celebrate their achievements. The pinning symbolizes the faculty's acknowledgement of a student's readiness for the next step in their journey. To begin this evening's program, I will light a candle to celebrate your achievements and to honor your accomplishments. I would now like to invite each of our distinguished platform guests to the podium to say a few words. I invite Lisa Harrell, Chair of the Governor State University Board of Trustees.
I've been waiting for that moment. Whew. Congratulations. We just got to start with that. Thank you, Dr. Schranz, and thank you for inviting me to attend this evening's ceremony. This is the first time I've actually gotten to engage with students and with faculty. We've been on the board for about 2 years, a little under, and it was quite a start. But to be here with you shows it's so worth it. I'm happy to be here, but even happier that you are able to share this with your family and your friends, to have people here that loved you, that were here to cheer you on, here in person to celebrate you. Last year I got to do so virtually. We watched on screens and we watched with our family and friends, and it was different. But your accomplishments are so great. And the fact that you are here today celebrating says so much about you. Not just that you have grit or tenacity or those words that you've heard for a couple years, resilient, but that you have a caring heart and you are called not just from a vocation, but you have a gift to heal. You made that. That is, yeah. You made your vocation your calling. I admire the professions that you chose and the heart that it took to be here. Never stop. Never stop being learners. Never stop being carers. You have something very special inside of you that brings you not just here today, it brings your family out to celebrate you. But it shows that you want to give back into humankind because you are that kind of human. There's a poet by the name of Rumi. He's a Persian poet. He was born in 1207, but his work is still relevant today. And he said in one of his poems, "Be a lamp, be a lifeboat, be a ladder. Help someone's soul to heal. Walk out of your house like a shepherd." You actually chose a profession that puts that poem to life. You can be a lamp by guiding the current and future students about what is an example of excellence in occupational therapy. You can be a lifeboat by giving back financially of your gifts, of your talents, of your tithes here at GSU. And you can be a ladder by recommending GSU students for jobs in field work, because you know how important that is. Just continue to be you. Remember what brought you here. Remember why you chose this course of study. Continue to think on it. Remember it. If things are a little hard sometimes, remember why you are here. Remember why all of these have come out to celebrate you. I am honored to stand here before you and honored so much more to represent GSU. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I just want to say congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you, Chair Harrell. I would now like to invite the President of Governor State University, Dr. Cheryl Green.
Good evening. Good evening. I am very excited to stand before you this evening on this auspicious occasion. I am very delighted to see these students awaiting to be penned. This penning ceremony is evidence of the culmination of a very important journey that they just completed. And so I'm going to take just a little bit of executive privilege, Dr. Schranz. And I'm going to ask all of the students who are being penned tonight to please stand and be applauded by your family, your friends, and your faculty members until our hands are tired. Yeah, I was serious about until our hands are tired. Students, I hope that you weren't embarrassed. I hope that you weren't uncomfortable. I hope you get used to this. This is the beginning of your professional journey, and we are very proud of you, and we can never show you enough. And so we are setting examples for how you are to be applauded for your achievements in your professional field. Now, I'd like to continue with just one more privilege, Dr. Schranz. All of the family and friends that are here, can you please stand? If you are able. If you're not able, we will applaud for you. Students, can you show by applause what their support, their allegiance, their financial resources, their confidence, their tears, their prayers, and their best wishes for you and everything that they've poured into you. Can you show by applause what this has meant from this group that is standing? I think I need to hear some hoops and a couple of hollers and some. This is a relationship where the students are to be applauded, but also the family and friends, because without your support, they would not be sitting here. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to Governor State University because we are here for this very special occasion. And for many of you, students, faculty, family, and friends, this will be our first time getting together in a public setting. This occupational therapy pinning ceremony is the only in-person official ceremony that we have had this year. And I'm just delighted that the year did not close without us being able to have at least one in-person ceremony. So I thank you, Dr. Schranz. I thank you, all of the faculty and the staff who prepared this evening. I'd like to continue to thank Dr. Karen Schranz and the entire occupational team of faculty and staff for hosting this special ceremony tonight and for the support that they have provided to students who completed one of the most rigorous programs at Governor State University. Let me say how proud I am of each of you and what you have accomplished with navigating challenging coursework during a very tumultuous period in our world history. It could not have been easy. I'll say it again. It could not have been easy, but you completed all of the requirements for your master's degree in occupational therapy, and now you get to celebrate. The pinning ceremony is just the beginning, and in many ways is just as important as graduation because it is a symbol to your peers that welcomes you into the body of the healthcare profession. In the field of healthcare, the pinning ceremony not only signifies your association with Governor State University, but the pin also represents your affiliation with the honorable profession of occupational therapy. As occupational therapists, you possess the power to change lives, to restore hope and what was lost by accidents, by aging, and other unfortunate circumstances. I know you will take your responsibilities seriously as you take care of those who depend on you and their loved ones. With your pen secured close to your heart, you will go out into the world helping others to heal. And in many cases, you will be blazing a trail for others who follow you. Soon you'll embark on careers and initiatives to advance your profession and expand your skill set and scholarship. As you advance, students, don't forget those who helped you along the way. Remember them by guiding others. Become a mentor, start a scholarship, Help other students along the path that you just completed. Find a way to remain connected to the Jaguar family. And I use the word family very intentionally. In sharing your Jaguar pride, you will keep the community and help them continue to grow strong and more vibrant to support the next generation of students, and by extension, the entire Southland region. Isn't that why we're here today? To welcome you into an elite circle of healthcare providers who are committed to helping others reach their fullest potential. The words of well-known occupational therapist Dr. Mary Riley comes to mind as I reflect on the life-changing impact of occupational therapists. Dr. Riley earned her doctorate in education and became the first chief of rehabilitation at UCLA's new Neuropsychiatric Institute. A few miles away at USC, Dr. Riley led the occupational program and redesigned the master's curriculum around theoretical and philosophical principles rather than mere technical aptitude. In her research, Dr. Riley discovered the holistic healing power of her chosen profession, not only for her clients, but for all. Dr. Riley revealed to colleagues a fundamental truth that still resonates 60 years later. Man or woman, through the use of their hands, as they are energized by mind and will, can influence the state of their own health. Dr. Riley lived to be 95 years old. I think that our students who are recipients of the Governor State University Occupational Therapy Pin tonight are our future leaders in healthcare. I congratulate you. I celebrate you. And I thank you for your journey here at Governor State University. Thank you.
Thank you, President Green. I would now like to invite up the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Beth Cada. And while Beth's making her way up here to the podium, I'd like you to note, or I'd like to mention, that Dr. Cada is an occupational therapist. She is also the founding member of this occupational therapy program in 1996. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Dr. Schranz. And I want to tell you how excited I am to be with you this evening because the pinning ceremony is a wonderful time to celebrate your accomplishments. I'd like to begin by extending my heartfelt congratulations to the MOT graduates. So let's give you another hand. A warm welcome to your families, friends, and staff, and many thanks to my faculty colleagues, the occupational therapy faculty. Tonight is a very special night. This ceremony signifies the completion of your academic program and the next step in your journey to become an occupational therapist. It was a rigorous journey that was guided by your exceptional faculty and supported by your friends and family. As an occupational therapist, celebrating my 45th year as a licensed practitioner, and that's a long time, and my 25th year here at Governor State University, I feel this very special pride in knowing what an excellent group of students you've been throughout your program. You've encountered challenges in the past year and a half that could never be imagined. However, through your determination, persistence, and, of course, the word that we love in occupational therapy, your adaptability, you've succeeded in meeting your goals. You make your program, your college, and the university proud. So I'm going to give you a hand. So as you begin your practice as occupational therapists, I'll look forward to calling you my colleagues. Providing competent and effective interventions is a challenge for any occupational therapy practitioner. Given today's rapidly changing service delivery models and treatment environments, society, payers, and consumers are demanding that practitioners describe specific outcomes of interventions. Innovation in treatment means that all practitioners must now be able to explain a theory that underlies a frame of reference. Just as we expect physicians to explain the side effects of what a medication might be, consumers and payers expect occupational therapists to be able to explain rationales for intervention and what the outcome might result. Innovation also demands that therapists look for new theories and develop new frames of reference or guidelines for intervention. Some may need to be modified based on or revised theories. Others with questionable validity may no longer be appropriate to use. New or revised frames of reference or guidelines must address the needs of the clients in today's world. Remember, healthcare, technology, modalities, communication, and knowledge are forever changing. As you leave your program, you're prepared to be an innovator. Have confidence in knowing that you're well prepared with a strong foundation of knowledge, skills, and evidence-based practices to provide exceptional occupational therapy services. You're also prepared to begin the next stage of your journey, that of a lifelong learner. Embrace this time of transition from student to practitioner and use your knowledge, skills, and heart to help those that you serve to succeed. Help those that you serve see the true value of occupational therapy. Have fun and learn how to live life to its fullest. Learn from your clients, their families, and your colleagues. And when you collaborate and support each other, you will be the change makers for your clients, for yourself, and for the profession. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Dr. Keita. I invite a video tonight from the Dean of the College in Health and Human Services, Dr. Catherine Baltazar. She could not be here tonight, but she has a recorded message for you.
On behalf of the College of Health and Human Services, I would like to welcome our Master of Occupational Therapy students and faculty to this 2021 Master of Occupational Therapy pinning ceremony. Welcome also to all of the family and friends who have joined us this evening. We all feel joy and pride in the accomplishments of these men and women who are finally stepping over the threshold into careers that are not only fulfilling, but that contribute to the quality of life of others. Students, I know that reaching this point has taken all of your energy, and also a good part of the energy of the instructors and family and friends who have supported you on your journey. All of that collective energy is now being transformed into a new power. The power to make a difference, to share your knowledge and skills, and empower others. You now carry this power with you out into your future. The pin you are receiving is a physical representation not just of your accomplishment in reaching this important point in your professional preparation, but also of the mantle of responsibility you have taken on in the service of your discipline and its future. I look forward to seeing you develop as clinicians, serving your patients and communities. As faculty, there is nothing more rewarding to us than watching our students grow into colleagues. So as you step out our door, I hope that you will turn back from time to time and give us a wave here at GSU. I know you think we become professors for the paycheck, but really, there is nothing more rewarding than watching your students grow into colleagues and hearing back from them from time to time. I hope you will also turn at some point to extend your hand back to the next generation of occupational therapists by offering them your expert guidance and mentoring in a field placement. And maybe, as time goes by, you will also return home to us and walk our halls as teachers, or bring your energy and power to our advisory boards, alumni gatherings, and other community efforts. So as we celebrate this landmark in your lives, I wish you every success in your professional practice. You have worked hard, and there is more hard work ahead. But I know that you have the tools to do the job. We are so proud of what you have done, and we look forward to your continued success. Congratulations.
We thank Dr. Baltazar for those kind words. And thank you to all of our distinguished platform guests for your words, welcome, recognition, and congratulations. It is now with great pleasure that I introduce the faculty and staff of the Governor State University Department of Occupational Therapy. Faculty, please stand when I call your name and remain standing until I have introduced everyone. Dr. Cynthia Carr. Dr. Carr began her academic career with the start of the program here in 1996 and is celebrating 25 years at Governor State University. Dr. Frank Chuba. Patty Kelveledge. Patty also began with the start of the program in 1996 and is celebrating 25 years here at Governor State. Dr. Luther King. Dr. Rebecca Kwasnicka. Dr. Aaron Simpson. I would also like to introduce you to our Program Administrative Assistant, Kaya Foster. And we'd also like to acknowledge our countless adjuncts and guest speakers and field coordinators who have supported all of you and throughout all of our programs for years. So thanks to all of them. Thank you, faculty. So before I begin my remarks, we've done this, President Green did this, but again, it's just important for us to pause for a moment to give special thanks to each of your families, friends, significant others, children, and whoever is in your life or in your village, right? Because we know that the love, support, guidance, coaching, shoulder to cry on have provided each one of you with support during your program. So graduates, we know that you wouldn't be here without them. So again, thank you to all of your family and friends. So here we are today at your 2020 pinning ceremony, 6 months later than you planned. Here we are in June when you thought you would be finished in December, right? The culmination of your OT program is here, it's now. and you are all graduates of this program. So, dear students, to say that 2020 was a challenging year is an understatement. Despite going through a pandemic, racial justice unrest, and other events like any other year, you all rose to the occasion and to the moment, and we are extremely proud of you. Although the year had many challenges, and throughout your program, there have been many successes along the time that you've been with us for the 2.5, well, now 3 years. It seems like just a short time ago, May of 2018, wow, do you recall that? When you were admitted into the Governor State University Master of Occupational Therapy program following a very competitive admission process. When you began the program, you probably had feelings of excitement and probably some trepidation, but you were on your way to achieving your destination of becoming an occupational therapist. During the program, your cohort was taken through a rigorous curriculum of courses to support the knowledge and skills needed to become an occupational therapist. You also gained professional and interpersonal skills needed to be a strong clinician. You might even think about the personal development and achievements that each of you conquered during this time. The faculty recalls that while you were in this program, you remained flexible, dedicated, resilient, collegial, and focused on your path. Then, in March 2020, the pandemic hit and immediately changed your academic instruction from on-campus to remote instruction. You kept up with us, the faculty, as we transitioned to a virtual classroom, and you stayed tuned as we navigated technology to support your learning. In May of 2020, the disruption of your fieldwork, your clinical preparation was put on hold. You were devastated, but you remained steadfast in your pursuit. You had to put trust in us to know that we were working hard to find resolve, and you used each other for a support system. As placements began to open up, you were placed in those real-life situations and those field experiences where you were asked to put all of your knowledge and skills together to become an entry-level ready practitioner. Although this program although you are behind completion a semester, you stayed in step and successfully completed this program with pride, and we are proud of you. You have achieved many successes, and I'd like to mention a few. You have succeeded through this graduate program during the most challenging times this nation has ever faced. You have contributed to the science of occupational therapy. All of you have had research studies accepted at the 2019 Illinois Occupational Therapy Annual State Conference, and you presented your work there. Many of you had your research studies accepted at the 2020 American Occupational Therapy National Conference, but due to the pandemic were unable to present. One of you served as the AOTA student delegate for Governor State. Several of you served on the Student Occupational Therapy Association, the SOTA Club, and completed countless community initiatives and fundraisers to support others. One of you began a coalition of occupational therapy advocates for diversity. That's called the COTAD chapter. One of you was nominated for the 2020 ILOTA Student of the Year Award. Many of you worked on campus, and many received scholarships to support your education. And a few of you were very steadfast in advocating for your pinning ceremony. At this time today, you have all graduated from the program. Many of you are studying and are scheduled to take your NBCOT, your National Board Certification of Occupational Therapy exam. Some of you have already taken it, and some of you have passed already. Stay focused on this important task, and congratulations to those of you who have passed your board exam. As you proceed into this very rewarding profession, a profession that will give back to you all that you give it, there are some things to remember. Wake up every morning knowing that you are going to make a difference in someone's life. Use your knowledge, skills, and personal traits in helping your clients succeed. Embrace a profession where you will serve the most vulnerable members of society, no matter where they come from or what their background is. You'll be successful when you put your clients first. You'll be successful when you demonstrate the highest standard of morals, values, and ethics. And you'll be successful when you adhere to the core values and attitudes of the profession of occupational therapy. Remember to be secure and confident in your knowledge and skills, and know that you are problem solvers and you are resourceful. And be evidence-based and science-driven in your practice. Push yourself to greatness. Become leaders and change agents who demonstrate change for the common good of people and populations. As you move forward into the profession, be you. Be you with all of your individual personalities, styles, attitudes, and confident in all that you achieve. You are the new leaders of the occupational therapy profession. And on behalf of the faculty, we welcome you as colleagues. So this past year has taught us that there's no challenge that you cannot overcome. Continue to pursue great things. We are so very proud of you. Best wishes to you, and be sure to keep in touch. Christian. This way, Christian. Come on. Yeah. As the students, graduates are making their way up to the stage, I would like to invite Dr. Cynthia Carr and Dr. Aaron Simpson to the stage. They will represent the faculty and present the pin to each of the graduates. Graduates, each of you will receive this pin this evening to recognize your accomplishments and signify your transition from the classroom into working in a profession in a healthcare setting. This pin should be worn with pride. As I call your name, please step forward to be pinned. Christian Anderson. Danica Bagisa. Christina Brown. Go ahead. Christina, go ahead. Lauren Calderon. Kyle Ferraro. Haley Gertz. Michael Heisel. Audrey Hofert. Morgan Hoteling. Christina Huff. Elizabeth Hughes. Lauren Hurt. Stephen Lyons. Molly McEvely. Connor Rice. Samantha Tobin. Karen Todd. Aviana Valdez. Erica Walsh. Jordan Wilhoit. Caitlin Yanahan. Let's ask all of the graduates to stand again so we can give them another big round of applause. Each year, the graduating class is asked to select a class speaker who can speak about your journey together in the program. I would like to introduce Ms. Karen Todd, your class of 2020 class speaker for this evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Karen Todd, and I'm honored to speak on the behalf of the Masters of Occupational Therapy Class 2020's pinning ceremony. First of all, thank you to our faculty, our family and friends, and especially each other for making tonight possible. It has really been an emotional ride for our class, one way or another. We managed to make it through this last year despite all unprecedented challenges. It is these experiences that have strengthened and motivated us to finally reach our true potential and to become occupational therapists. Before I get into the classic How 2020 Impacted Our Lives, I wanted to take a walk down memory lane and reflect on our time here at GSU. The first 2 years of our program were filled with so many memories both in and out of the classroom. Like the first time we attempted to read a goniometer, or when we watched a video about roasting a turkey for our final kinesiology exam, or our numerous trips to Holstein's and to the beach to celebrate the end of multiple semesters. How about all those times we were late to class because of the train? The years were filled with countless group projects where it felt like we were always with the same people, all too frequent discussion board posts, and exams that had stressed us out beyond belief. But ultimately, all of these experiences prepared us for our fieldwork placements and our future as practicing occupational therapists. The most impactful aspect I will take from this program is the relationships that we've built on this journey together. We have made strong bonds with one another. Some of us became close friends, and some of us have found a sense of family in this cohort. We are celebrating weddings, engagements, and other life events, and these bonds have made this experience unique, phenomenal, and ultimately got us through the last year of this program. We can all agree that nothing compares to 2020. Spring break of 2020, we got the email that break was going to be extended another week. I remember being so excited to have another week off, and all of us stayed one more week on vacation. 1 week turned into online classes, and then eventually turned into 3 months of waiting for fieldwork to begin. March of 2020 was the last time we were all on campus together until today. During the lockdown and throughout the pandemic, some of us experienced anxiety, doubt, and isolation. However, due to the closeness and unity of our class, we all found comfort in each other during these difficult times. I cannot thank everyone on this stage for the amount of support that I have received and the support that we have given each other this past year. When fieldwork placements were postponed, we felt like we were stuck and have lost our purpose and motivation to become occupational therapists. However, we provided emotional stability for each other when we felt alone and felt that nobody understood what we were going through. In our occupational therapy program, we were always told that OTs need to adapt, adjust, and modify to support their clients. And that's exactly what we've done this last year. We've learned to adapt to changes to our plans and our expectations of not only our program, but of ourselves, and to adjust to the circumstances that were beyond our control. We made sacrifices this year that we did not choose, and at some points were extremely difficult to overcome. We emerged stronger, independent, and gained great knowledge of our capabilities to truly conquer any obstacles presented to us. As we depart on our futures as occupational therapy practitioners, we now carry the knowledge, understanding, and critical thinking skills that are required of us, not only to be the most authentic therapists for our clients, but to truly know who we are as practitioners. How we will best be able to support our clients' families, our community, and above all, how we will best be able to support our loved profession as occupational therapists. As we embark on our future careers in different cities and states, I know we'll cross paths with each other again. As Dr. Schranz always says, it's a small OT world after all. Amazing relationships have been built in these halls and will continue as we move forward with our lives. Thank you to my peers and to my faculty for making GSU feel like home for the last 3 years. As Sandy Cheeks explains this feeling the best, home is where you're surrounded by other critters that care about you. I wish you all nothing but the best. It's been a privilege to speak on behalf of the Governor State Occupational Therapy Class of 2020. Congratulations, everybody. We finally did it.
Been hustling and tonight is my appraisal, 'cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders, so I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest? In the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless, and if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. those are cold phonies, and they celebrate my medals or they wanna take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers while these other thorns are rosy. And if you never know who you can trust, then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh, are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest in the garden of evil. I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless, and if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it.
Thank you for that student video presentation. Special thanks to Michael, Kyle, and Karen who helped create that and put that all together. So thank you so much for that. One more time, congratulations. Congratulations to the class of 2020. As we close our pinning ceremony tonight, I'd like to thank our distinguished platform guests, Chair Harrell, President Green, Provost Cada, Dean Baltazar, as well as our faculty. I would like to give a special thank you to our Occupational Therapy Student Club and for all of our volunteers sitting back there tonight. Who have helped in making this evening truly memorable. On behalf of the Occupational Therapy Department, I would like to thank you again for coming, and I invite you all to join us for a reception right outside these doors immediately following. Congratulations, class, and best of luck to you. We're good. Yep. So
All my life been hustling, and tonight is my appraisal. Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders. So I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest in the garden of evil. I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless, and